Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel, Golf with Eve. Yes, so today's video guys, I'm here again with the giant Simon Payne, who will gonna teach us some simple techniques on how to chip like a pro.
Boom. You can see everything's moving through to the target. That could be in the hole. Oh, lipped out.
So, let's get it on. Let's call the giant, Simon Payne. Hi Simon!
Hello Evelyn, thank you very much.
We're back again.
I feel like I'm a contestant on The Price is Right. Come on down. Yes, so today we're just going to show you a few simple techniques on hopefully how to get up and down from around the green side. Yeah, a couple of little simple techniques there that should help people get the ball close to the hole and get them making par, birdie. Well, I've got a 58, but generally I'll go back to the bag and I'll get a 54, and I've got a couple of other clubs there. So obviously we've got some pins that are quite stretched out here. Again, like bunker play, the short game is not one-dimensional, so get a club in your hands and experiment. A lot of people are afraid to experiment, you know. I think a lot of time people are afraid to try new things in case their friends or golfing colleagues or golfers in general laugh at them. But at the end of the day, it's the top right-hand corner, which is the score box, which dictates how good you are. You know, so yeah, all I would say to people in anything with the short game is get out there and experiment. So I'm going to go grab a 54 and I'll show you a couple of simple little shots, and then we'll go to the other two clubs I've got. All right guys, so we're here. I've got my trusty 54. I know a lot of people, again, it's a comfort thing. I like chipping with my 54. I don't like to get too lofted when I'm around the greens. So what have I got approximately here? I don't know, 6 foot of collar, and then I've got about 15 foot of green to the pin, so all up around 20 odd feet. Quite simply, I'm just trying to land the ball in a spot where I think it will release onto the hole. There's a time and a place for those fancy shots that nip down and spin and so forth, but at the end of the day, I'm a big firm believer in getting the ball onto the surface as quickly as possible and letting it release on to the hole. So the technique, I think a lot of people who get bogged down over the years, you know, again, ball back, big shaft lean coming in. What you're doing there, you're promoting the digging edge or the leading edge of the club. As time has progressed over the years, we've seen things get a lot more neutral, where we're moving the ball a lot more forward in the stance. It encourages us to use the bounce of the club. So we're getting more of the bounce of the club, just bruising of the turf line. Again, like in every shot, especially the shots around the greens, you really want to focus heavily on your grip pressure. Obviously, the grip's the only contact you have with the club, and the harder you grip it, the more tension you put here into your shoulders, and it just resonates through the whole body. So I'm looking at my land point where I want to go. Again, my feet are quite narrow here. I'm going to play the ball up forward in my stance. I'll have a slight little lean, but you'll notice my shaft hasn't got too much lean at all. It's got a little bit of lean there, and that's about it. Again, you see that rocking motion. A nice little tip to have is you get in your position here, look at where I want my ball to land, and I simply back and through. And have a look here. Look how my hips have turned to face the hole. All I need to do is replicate that now with the club in my hand. Over, ball positions nice and forward. Weight favouring the left side slightly, back, accelerate through. There we go. That's about 1 metre from the pin. As simple as that. I brushed the surface quite nicely then. There was no digging, there was no aggressiveness of the leading edge of the club. Personal preference. Some people like to grip down and get a little bit more over the top of the shot. I personally like to keep my hands a little bit high. Again, it's just personal preference, and it's stuff that you just have to mess about with. You got to get on the practice area if you've got one. Look, you can even chip in your living room off a mat. So there are many ways to skin a cat. I don't have a lot of shaft lean. I'm going back. Whoa, that must hit an old core mark, I think. So I really am quite square when I'm playing these shots. Again, that's hit an old core mark as well. And again, like the bunker shot, it's important that we move through to our left side. All right guys, so I hope that dispelled a few myths with getting the ball back, getting that aggressive shaft lean. Like I said, techniques have changed a lot, and like I said, there's more than one way to skin a cat. That I just find that's a lot more consistent way of playing your short shots around the green. The next shot I like to play, and it doesn't get played that often these days, it's a good old-fashioned chip and run. So especially if I've got a shot like this, we've got some 40 feet to the pin there. I've got a tier to go up, and then it drops down on the other side of the tier. So again, I like to keep the same technique as what I'd played with my 54. And all I'm simply doing is I'm changing the loft. That's going to get the ball on the surface a little bit quicker, and it's going to run much the same as it would if I had a putter in my hands. So again, I keep everything very neutral. Actually, one thing I like to do here, I like to adopt my putting grip. So that helps me keep everything very stable through the hitting area, and helps me replicate that putt feeling. So again, I'm picking my aim point. I do my 2 rehearsal strokes, looking at the point where I want to land the ball. Aim the club face. All right, again, as you can see, that one's probably 4 feet short of the pin. I'll be very happy with that, to be honest. Rehearsal swings. Step in, again, nice light grip pressure, boom. You can see everything's moving through to the target. That could be in the hole. Oh, lipped out. So there you go, that's a pretty stress-free way of chipping. Like I said, I touched on a lot of the modern days play. They'll be throwing that lob wedge, that sand iron in there, boom, 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 getting the ball to zip up. But this is where you can save a lot of strokes around the green, and sometimes old is gold. All right, good golfing, happy chipping, and remember to experiment. That's all I can say, is get out there and experiment. And if you have any questions, please comment below and we'll get back to you. So I'm going to try and run this over the hill. And this is also good fun too, Eve. Nothing better than getting on the chipping green. Look at that pin right up there. We've got a massive big knoll in front of us. That's just good fun. Let's get out there. Let's get aggressive. Okay, a little bit firm. But see, you don't have to play it just at the pin. It's good fun when you're practicing to get your imagination moving. See if we can do that again and just get it to the top and feed off left. So this could have a chance of getting close. Go. No, but you get my point, you know? Get out there and have fun with the game. Again, let's try and get it to the point. There we go. This could get, oh. See, it didn't need much. It didn't need much. I'm getting a bit stubborn here. I want to get this close before we go. Oh, boo. Boo. It's giving me the willies now. There we go. This could be the one. Up the hill, up the hill. Here we go, here we go. See, look at that. That's just having fun on the chipping green. So before I was aiming dead straight at it, but that imagination, that's going to serve you well when you get on one of those tricky greens out on the course. And you've got to think about it, you know? Golf is not one-dimensional. Chipping's definitely not one-dimensional. Now that pin right at the back there, maybe I get rid of the chipping green now, chipping grip, and I go back to a normal grip. And I chase that thing a little bit harder. She's trundling on. That's about 6 foot from the pin. So this is good fun, and it's something that I haven't done in a bloody long time. Again, let's get a bit wider. Chasing it through that fringe. Here we go, look at this, look at this, look at this one. Look at that, I'm happy with that, I'm done. I'm out. Done.
Damn.